Good day, folks. Welcome back to Ed's Garage. Today I want to make a quick video to show you how you can add Android Auto into any vehicle that you own for a very, very low cost. The reason I'm doing this video is because I did a video on Android Auto for beginners, and I had a couple of comments saying, well, what if I have a car that doesn't have Android Auto? How can I add it? What does it take? How much does it cost, etc.? Do I have to replace my whole stereo? Well, the answer to some of those questions is, you can get this Car Pure Ride thing, which is not sponsored. I bought this about 7 months ago for my Rivian, which I'm sitting in right now, and I've loved it. It has been awesome. Rivian, it's $100,000+ vehicle that doesn't come with Android Auto, which is aggravating to say the least. So being able to add Android Auto into this vehicle was very important to me because I absolutely love the software. I love the capability of having my phone map system up on the screen, and I really don't like built-in navigation systems. They just simply don't work as well. So let's get into it, and I'm going to show you how to connect up your phone to this device and how easy it is to use and some cool things that you can do with it. So this is the one that I've got here. The one I'm going to link in the description is the newer version of this. It's the W903, which includes a dash cam functionality as well. But it's basically going to have the same software, and I'm going to show you how you can connect your phone up to this and how easily it is to use once you've done that. And you'll notice it's made by Car Pure Ride. So check out the link in the description below to get your W903 from Car Pure Ride and get started with Android Auto. Now this device does work with Apple phones as well, so I'm going to make a separate video for that, connecting your iPhone to that as well, so check that out if you have an iPhone. Now before I connect my phone, let me show you a couple things on here real quick. This is of course a capacitive touch screen, and it's pretty easy to use. Everything's very well laid out. You notice we got the Android Auto button right there and the Auto Link button there, which is pretty cool. We've got a mirror function. You can actually plug a USB device into it as well. We got the Bluetooth connectivity there. There's also an SD card reader. If you have music or even videos, I believe you can play videos natively on this device as well. Your audio output settings, and then your setup. And then you also have the brightness controls and whatnot. You can swipe down from the top. You got your brightness control there. Volume, because it has its own built-in speaker. And then you've also got an equalizer here as well if you want to use that to control your audio. Now, the way that I have this on my dashboard here is custom. I've got I basically designed this 3D printed thing to hold it on my dashboard. However, they do ship a little dashboard mount as well as a window suction cup mount to make this really easy. And it's only got one wire connecting to it, and that is the power line. And that just plugs into a regular 12-volt outlet in your vehicle. You can also power this via a USB-C port, or a USB port rather, if you have that in your vehicle. And then this just communicates with your main stereo via Bluetooth. So there's also a headphone jack style on there as well. So if you have an older car that doesn't even have Bluetooth, you can still use this. It has its own speaker in it. So as long as you're just using it for mapping or phone calls or whatnot, you don't even need to necessarily connect this to your stereo, but you can if you have an aux jack on your stereo in your car. So a few of the different things we're seeing here, obviously we've got the volume up, volume down, the equalizer. You have the iPhone CarPlay connection, AirPlay connection. And then if we go into setup here, you can see there's quite a few different things. We can actually change a lot of settings in here. So you can have the audio automatically mute if you put the vehicle into reverse, but that does require connecting that up, especially to your car if your car has a backup camera system or whatnot. That's a little bit more complicated. I'm not going to get into that today. Driving ban video, so if you don't want any video playback, you can turn that off from here as well. Mobile internet suspension window, I'm not actually sure what that is. Reverse guidelines is just if you have a backup camera hooked up to this. You can even adjust the reverse trajectory line. Steering wheel position, if you live somewhere where you drive on the wrong side of the road, you can actually switch this to steering wheel position on the right. Backlight control mode, so that's just whether or not you want the backlight to get brighter or dimmer as you're going down the road at night. Apple phone insertion link is just going to be CarPlay. You'll notice you can change that to just mirror or none at all. Android phone insertion link is just automatic right now, mirror camera or none, so we're just going to put that on auto as well. Touch calibration if you need to just calibrate the touch and then restore to factory settings. If we go to factory settings here, it doesn't actually let you enter that in because they don't want you messing with those settings. Under sound, you can see it takes us back to the equalizer. Display settings, you can change the brightness and whatnot from here as well. Okay, wallpaper is just whether or not you want a blank background or fancy wallpaper. Screensaver, so I just leave this off because the last thing I want is for this screen to go blank or to do something weird when I'm trying to use it. You can change different languages, you can set the clock, that sort of thing. So pretty basic setup, but what we need to do right now is connect a phone to it, and we're going to connect my old Android phone. So let me show you how that works here. So I've got my old Android phone. I'm going to go down to my Bluetooth settings, turn that on, Bluetooth on. All right, so this is already blasting out a Bluetooth connection. So I found that on my old phone here. You can see I've got Carpure Ride 0BA3. So I'm going to go ahead and tap that to pair, and I'll allow that to access contacts and call logs, pair it up. And then we should see a change on the screen here. Oh, it says, okay, permission request, allow that for texting and whatnot. And then, boom, we got Android Auto loading up. And that is now from this phone. So pretty cool. It works pretty snappy. You know, one thing you will notice that is currently it's in sort of normal map mode, but you can actually change this to satellite mode as well, which is pretty awesome. It won't work on mine right now, only because I don't have a network connection with this phone at the moment. The phone is just, it doesn't have any internet at the moment. So, but yeah, so we can actually, let me brighten this up a little bit here. Check this out. So if we go into the all apps, there's everything that's on my phone that's compatible with Android Auto. So there's VLC Media Player. So I'm going to show you something interesting here. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, or tap that rather. All right, so right there, the music was actually coming out of my phone, right? So if I go into the settings for this, first I got to exit Android Auto and then go to audio out. I can change that. I can transmit to an FM signal, which works great if your stereo doesn't have Bluetooth. So what you would do is you would go FM transmission, set the actual frequency, and then you would tune your radio to match that frequency, and then you'll pick up whatever Android Auto is putting out. It's pretty cool. We can use the aux output, so that's the aux output on this. You can plug that into the aux input on your stereo in your car. We can use the built-in speaker, which of course is going to sound terrible, or we can use the audio Bluetooth. This would actually use your phone's Bluetooth, assuming your phone is connected to your car's Bluetooth. So if it's on audio Bluetooth, that means that your phone will transmit all the audio to your car stereo, but everything else will go to this screen. So you can still control everything from here, but the audio goes straight from your phone to your car stereo. So it has various different options, and that's kind of cool about this thing. All right, well, that's all there is to it. Nice 9-inch screen on the dashboard with Android Auto, Google Maps, Waze Maps, OSM Maps, whatever mapping software you can think of that works on your phone and also is compatible with Android Auto, you can now use on your car, on your screen, and have it, route the audio through to your cell phone, to your stereo, incoming and outgoing text messaging by voice, all of the awesome benefits of Android Auto for very cheap, less than 250 bucks installed, and it's really easy to set up and use. So yeah, check it out. Again, check the link in the description below. You'll find it on Amazon. And yeah, if you thought this video was helpful at all, by all means, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for future videos. Comment below if you've got something similar, or if you recommend going a different route, or if you have any questions about this device. Be happy to answer whatever I can. All right, thank you so much. Have a great day. Till next time.